Boom! Back with another one following on from a 28-day boxing camp vlog. I think it's episode 10. If you ain't seen that, make sure you go check it out right after this one. Before we get into this, make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe. See, when it came to the 28-day boxing camp, been meaning to do like 28 days of straight diet and that, you get me? And going hard in the gym, doubling up the sessions and whatnot. When it came to the gym work, I smashed it all week. When it came to the dieting, I smashed it till Thursday. Then I went for a meal for my sister's birthday and that. Got convinced to eat one piece of cake, that turned into two. That turned into a couple of packets of biscuits and sweets and fizzy drinks and a KFC and that. Anything Maco Man could indulge in, I ended up doing, which has pissed me off. But you know what? Got 21 more days. I'm gonna stay dedicated and go hard for the whole of them, not touching anything. 100%. But yeah, for today's episode, I'm gonna talk about the trap and growing up in the hood. You get me? See, for me, like I've said in my episode of growing up with my dad in my household, that one thing there alone helped save me from a lot. Because I feel like a lot of mistakes men make here is because they grew up without a male figure in it. So they're doing a lot of shit, like they're learning how to be a man on their own in it. So they're just making basic mistakes. But because I had my dad around, I feel like I got away with a lot of shit here. But at the same time, I said it already, but the streets and the environment, they shape you in it. So it don't matter that I had two good parents and that putting in time and effort. The roads at a certain point was always going to play its little part, you get me? So once I got to a certain age and whatnot, I got caught up in the trap and that, which I'll get into. But even just growing up anyway, friggin' coming up, seeing fucking shootings, stabbings. Back then there weren't as many stabbings though, it's not like nowadays, you get me? But the way there's stabbings now, there was shootings then, you get me? So every minute you're seeing streets taped up or fucking gaps where the door's been shut or the window's been shut or boarded up and that. Friggin', like I said on the RTM podcast, man, be walking through Wadi Range or like Wadi Grove and that, you just see not Wadi Grove, Manly Road and them roads there, and you see fucking shots just by Witherton Road or fucking prostitutes just stood there doing their thing and that. Everything was just out in the open, you get me? Friggin', you see man battling over turfs and that, people licking shot every day and whatnot. Like I said, I've been walking through parks and seeing people whipping out shotguns and shit like that, yeah. This is just standard shit though, innit? Then when I got to about 15, I remember even seeing some woman dying in a fire. I remember seeing her trying to get out the window and that. I think it was a boyfriend or someone trying to run in the house and save her and that, but the fire was too much. Seeing that shit fucking was mental, to be fair. You get me? Seeing fucking man getting ran down every second, police fucking chases every second through the estate and that. Just standard shit though, innit? But like I said, you get older, got busy in the trap and that, cracking on. Then for me, that's where you really start seeing the game, innit? You get me? Like, different from, I think like being outside's one thing, yeah, playing and seeing shit and just being on the curb, that's one thing, but then being on the roads and getting busy, it's totally different, you get me? When you're just out there, everyone loves you, innit? Everyone's happy and that. There's nothing for no one to hate on or despise or fucking, you get me? You ain't getting the chicks over man want and shit like that, yeah? But once you're getting busy in the trap, yeah, a lot of shit comes with it, innit? And a lot of people only go on about the good times, which is great. Even when you listen to most man's music and that, including myself, that you more talk about the fucking the positive out of it, innit? The good things out of it, innit? Even when man actually puts in the negative shit out of it though, people don't get that though, you get me? They don't even actually take that shit out. Man will only take out certain bits, man will only take out the money that you mentioned or fucking the holiday you mentioned or the whip you said you was in or whatever, you get me? Man don't take out the fucking, when you saying you was broke for a bit or when you were saying fucking you fell flat on your face or nothing. Man don't take that for whatever reason, innit? Maybe it's not that entertaining or something, innit? But that's that's the real part of the game. There's ups and there's downs, you get me? You're not just gonna stay up the whole way through. But see, for me now, yeah, like when it comes to the trap and that's what it really is, isn't it? It is a trap. But in my opinion, yeah, as long as you don't get trapped mentally, you're good, you get me? But honestly, yeah, it's hard to avoid, innit? Like fucking no matter what, yeah. Once you get, I feel like shotting and the shots, yeah, they got the same kind of level of addiction in it. Like you hardly find guys that are trappers, yeah, that just quit the trap and just change up their life in it. Same way you hardly find shots that do that. You get me? It's a hard thing to just leave behind in it. It's you're addicted to the money as well as the lifestyle, staying busy and that. Same way shots addicted to their things. You get me? So, but like I'm saying as well, you start seeing snakes, haters, man that you was cool with, man that you fucking been chilling outside on the same block with for years. Now you don't see him for 2 days, and man, you pull up on the block and man are like, oh, I can't see you, can't see you. Bad energies change towards you. Man that you bought food for, you fed their kids and that. Man are trying to burgle spots where they know you put things or whatnot, you get me? Like the game's just shysty in it, really. That's why it is really called the trap in it, because once you're in it, there's other things that come with it in it. So like if you don't want to get taken for a dickhead really, or you don't want people thinking that you're open target or you can be robbed or you can just get moved to, you get me? You have to be on stuff in it, which leads to more shit and more shit. And it's just an ongoing cycle in it. So my thing would be like if you never had to get involved in a trap, then don't in it. But if you do and you're already in that mindset and that's what you're on, then set a goal, hit the goal and try and get out. Because at the end of the day, yeah, everyone I've ever seen, no matter how sick they are or gangster or whatever, yeah, in the end, they're trying to do legal shit. So if you can do that from the off and avoid it all, that's probably the best thing to do, innit? But if you fucking gonna get busy, or you're already getting busy, then in my opinion, you just need a goal and an end target in it. And once you hit it, get the fuck out. But like I'm saying, it's addictive. When you've fucking been through that or when you're going through that, say you do try and give up your line or you try and turn shit off or whatever, or try and do other hustles, the moment you struggle or the moment you go broke, first thing you're thinking to do is get right back to the trizzy, you get me? So it's a hard game and it is really a take risk and prosper thing, but literally take risk, calculated risk in it. Don't just be out here just playing with your freedom for absolutely nothing, innit? Like a lot of men that are out here just literally gambling with the freedom because they're trying to impress a few chicks and whatnot. But trust me, it's not worth it. Half of these chicks are getting smashed by everyone anyway. So yeah, that's just me, not a no preaching thing. Just my little fucking thoughts on the hood, thoughts on the trap and that. Like I'm saying, I never preach to no kids. Because when man used to try and preach to me, I used to just think, rah, you're not on it, bro. You get me? And more time, it weren't even that man were on it. They just had been through the game, understood like there's better options out there, understood that more time at the end of this game, it leads to the same kind of results and whatnot. There's not many good examples of people winning from it and that. So, but I weren't taking that message, and I know if I was out here trying to preach, other kids won't take that message either. So I ain't on that. Do what the fuck you need to do, but just make sure you stay vigilant with it and make sure you got a goal and you're trying to get out of it. Like I'm saying, every fucking sick made guy, every guy that you're gonna look up to and think, yeah, they're the guy, it either ended up terrible for him or they tried to change their life around in the end, innit?